Liv Morgan tries to split Star from her partner on WWE Raw, Star responds, but Rhea Ripley to win the World Heavyweight Championship from major WWE name. Rhea Ripley will be away from WWE programming for a while, as Mammy is dealing with an injury. Meanwhile, Disco Inferno predicted a shocking scenario where the 28-year-old star could win the World Heavyweight Championship from Dominic Mysterio. Rhea Ripley has often been in talks to compete in the men's division due to her striking resemblance with Chyna. The 28-year-old star has attacked male superstars in the Stanford-based promotion in recent years, and also shared the ring recently with Dominic Mysterio in a mixed tag team match. Speaking on Keepin' It 100 official, Disco Inferno predicted the outcome of Dominic Mysterio's storyline, where he would become the World Heavyweight Champion and lose the title to Rhea Ripley. The veteran acknowledged that the theory was absurd, but he could see the management do it. He's in line for a title match, okay. What if Dom Mysterio wins the title? World Heavyweight Championship, and it eventually works into Ripley versus Dom and Ripley wins the title from Dom. I think how absurd that would be, but from a storyline progression, how would people start talking about the match? I wonder if that's where the progression is going, Inferno said. However, a few years ago, Rhea Ripley rose to stardom on WWE's main roster when she joined the Judgment Day. The Australian star was stuck in the tag team division for a while with Nikki Cross when she lost the WWE Raw Women's Championship to Charlotte Flair. Later, she turned heel on Liv Morgan and eventually became the Judgment Day's second member. In the coming months, Mammy's popularity grew, and she caused havoc in the women's division. Often, she was seen tackling male names on the brand, which led to her first intergender one-on-one match. In December 2022, Ripley challenged Akira Tozawa to a match for his ringside antics against the Judgment Day. Mammy ended the match with a riptide and scored a win over the star on WWE Raw. This was her last intergender match in the Stanford-based promotion. However, Liv Morgan crossed a few limits when going after two stars on WWE Raw this week, trying to split them apart. One of the stars has now responded to her. Morgan found herself without an opponent on WWE Raw this week, having destroyed Rhea Ripley last week with the help of Raquel Rodriguez. Now Ripley is out of action and a battle royal was held to decide a new contender for the title. Io Sky won and is set to challenge the Judgment Day star soon. However, this comes after Morgan picked a fight with Jade Cargill and Bianca Belair. The star was interrupted by them and tried to cause rifts between Cargill and Belair. Her attempts at splitting them apart failed as the women's tag team champions were on the same page, with Belair attacking her as well. While she prevented the EST or Cargill from winning the Battle Royal, the star has now sent a message to Liv Morgan. Bianca Belair said that she should never come after her team or attack her character. Belair also warned Morgan that the quickest way to provoke her was to push her too far. She also asked Liv Morgan why she didn't swing back. "Don't ever come for my tag team or attack my character." 2. The quickest way to get me to do something is to tell me that I'm not going to do something next time. At least swing back. How you gonna be a bully but can't fight? However, WWE Raw was taped a day in advance, with the post-Crown Jewel episode taking place in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. Despite not being live, it was a solid show. Multiple big matches have been set up, including the culmination of the Bloodline saga. There's still a way to go, but the finish line can be seen following this week's show. So, without further ado, let's get into the biggest positives and negatives from WWE Raw. Following Rhea Ripley's legitimate injury, plans seemingly had to be completely changed. Liv Morgan finally has a new challenger for the Women's World Championship now, with a battle royal on WWE Raw determining her next opponent. Io Sky won the match and is set to challenge Morgan for the title. The damaged CTRL member is among the best female in-ring performers in the world, so WWE Raw will only benefit from it. Multiple matches were teased for the Women's World Champion though. It seems like Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez will challenge Bianca Belair and Jade Cargill for the women's tag team titles soon, based on what happened during the match. This might lead to the champions' eventual split. However, one of Rhea Ripley's closest WWE rivals claimed she was disgusting ahead of tonight's edition of Raw. This week's episode of The Red Brand was taped in Saudi Arabia following Crown Jewel 2024 over the weekend. Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez unleashed a brutal attack on the Eradicator during this past Tuesday's edition of WWE NXT. The attack was made to write Rhea Ripley off of television as she recovered from a fractured orbital bone. Morgan took to her Instagram story today to share a video of herself and Dominic Mysterio destroying a piece of artwork dedicated to Ripley. The women's world champion claimed that her rival was disgusting. You can check out the video on Instagram by clicking here. Liv Morgan defeated Nia Jax to capture the Women's Crown Jewel Championship over the weekend. Dominic Mysterio and Raquel Rodriguez got involved in the match and helped the 30-year-old defeat the Irresistible Force. Women's Tag Team Champion Bianca Belair recently teased a potential dream match against WWE Raw star Rhea Ripley. The EST and Jade Cargill successfully defended the Women's Tag Team Championship in a fatal four-way tag team match at Crown Jewel. In an interview with Good Karma Wrestling, Belair hinted at a potential dream match against Ripley. The 35-year-old noted that they have been climbing up the same mountain on opposite sides during their career, and she was looking forward to having an amazing rivalry with Ripley in the future. You know, WrestleMania, we got our first titles at WrestleMania together in the same WrestleMania. I walked out SmackDown Women's Champion. She defeated Asuka at that same WrestleMania and walked out as Raw Women's Champion. We were the last two in the Royal Rumble. We were on the cover of the video game together. Like, we're both been on opposite sides of the mountain. I can't wait till we meet at that mountaintop together and have that amazing feud and storyline, she said. Rhea Ripley also recently disclosed that she would love to face Bianca Belair in a singles match as well. It will be interesting to see when Ripley returns to WWE television following her unfortunate injury. Hi lovely viewers, welcome to my channel. I am Lima, hope your day is so well. If you like the video and subscribe the channel.